Alright guys, please subscribe to the channel, please hit the like button. We are gonna try to have the rest of our people survive this time around. So, crew escaped the lighthouse. Mark found a list of names, including Grant Dumet. Alright, all of these guys are gonna survive this time. Last time, only Kate survived. Like, look at that. He's walking real slow. Like, he's just a human. It's not like he's all fucking supernatural like Jason and shit. Just get a stick and bash him over there. There's three of you. Oh my god. What is it now? Bearing update. Mark found some boat keys. The crew spotted a boathouse. Cool. Alright, there's the boat. The cop comes. Okay. Yay. Never been so happy to see cops in my life. Alright, and
What the
Kate's
hell?
not gonna be the sole survivor this time.
Oh. Hands where I can see them, all of you.
Yeah. Bearing update. Oh my god. The cop is, the crew escaped the lighthouse, okay? And now, the cop found the bodies of the girl and the ferryman. So, this time...
He killed them.
He killed them.
No talking. I said, hands where I can see them.
Yeah, bruh.
Thank God you're here. You have to help us.
Dude.
Until I know what's happening here, no one moves.
He just lit the boat on fire, you stupid fuck. Oh yeah.
Enough games.
Oh, great. There goes the top. Get the clock. Get the clock. Such a beautiful weapon.
Christ. There. Let's go.
Alright, last time we said get the gun.
Go! Run!
Run! We didn't get the gun last time anyway, so maybe this will be better. Alright, bearing update. Demek killed the police officer. The crew spotted the boathouse. Yeah, okay.
Come on.
Let's go, guys. Boat time.
This way. This should work.
Oh, it's not working.
Oh, God.
Starter cord. There. Work, damn it!
Work, damn it. Of course.
Just work!
There's the damn lunatic.
No!
Alright, we seem to have escaped.
made it. Thank God it's over.
Not
Oh
all of
yeah,
us.
thank God it's over. Oh hey, Crypto know-how. We're gonna do the good ending this time. Ah shit, here he comes. How
Hang
did he
on!
even swim all the way to the boat? Like, what the hell's going on here?
No, no, please.
Woo! Yes, survived. Alright. Charlie made it off the boat alive. There we go, first guy. Oh shit. Mark. Let's have Mark survive that. Yeah! Hit him! Bam, motherfucker! Oh, nice! Oh, he put it. Get his ass! Oh. Oh no, this is the ending that the premonition we saw. Okay. Semi-good ending. Sorry, Mark. Panicky. Mark can still do it. Mark can still survive. Yeah. Nice. Oh shit. Nice. Ooh, I like this. Look at that. Oh hell yeah. Did we actually kill him in this one? This is the good ending for real. Yes. Oh, nice. Oh, good job. Yeah. Screw that guy. Woo, all that blood is good for freaking once. Jump, dude, jump, jump, jump. See, Mark could have done it by himself good. All right. Right?
If that song doesn't put a smile on your face, I don't know what will. We have a non-stop block of your favorite classic rock after this break.
No damn commercials. Oh, oh shoot. Shit! And I looked up, and there they were just in the middle of the flipping road, waving their hands
The surviving crew managed to reach the safety of the mainland.
and arms like a bunch of crazies.
Where you coming in from?
Fort Wayne. Been driving since 3 a.m.
Early start.
Well, I was trying to get into the port by 8. Probably not gonna make that now, am I?
I'd say likely not.
You know what? I think I'm gonna see about that studio in Brooklyn.
Oh,
See if I can make it work. After this, start to know if it feels like a good idea.
Yeah. Just promise me you'll tell me how it goes.
Only if you promise to keep giving me unsolicited advice.
Count on it.
what about Charlie? Charlie doesn't get to say anything? Oh, there he is. Uh-oh. Don't tell me this motherfucker survived all that.
Need a smoke, buddy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, no, he's like thinking twice.
Actually, you know what?
What?
I'm trying to quit.
Oh, he's trying to quit. Look at that. Almost getting killed by a psychopath made him want to quit cigarettes. I'm gonna have one for him. There you go. Yep, up, up, yep, 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 yep. We all survived except two. We got two dead, but it's okay. Wakey, wakey, hands up, Snakey. All right, three dead. Wait, Henry, Mudge, Monday. Oh, did he die or not? Monday, we should have killed him. He fucking got dragged to the goddamn.
Oh, you're here. All good things must come to an end, but how good was the end for our crew? Unfortunately, you lost a few of them.
Oh well.
So, rest in peace. Erin. The new girl surprised everyone with her courage, but now
Yeah, I
she's
think
gone to the great audio suite in the sky.
All right, Aaron's gone. Sorry.
And Jamie.
Sorry,
The
Jamie.
plug's been pulled and the lights are out. I don't think rewiring the fuse is going to help this time around.
Nope.
What about those who survived? Has the experience changed them?
Yep.
Kate
Charlie.
had a secret. She was traumatized by something that happened a long time ago, but she faced the thing she was most afraid of in the whole world and survived. Mark had to stop waiting for people to tell him what to do. He had to make his own way in the world. And Charlie finally understood that leadership is more than ordering the team around. He had to treat them as equals and let them take the lead when the time was right. I'll tackle the paperwork in the morning. Can you find your own way out? It was, as always, enlightening. I have no doubt we'll meet again in the future.
Yeah, in space. What the hell sense does that make? The next game is gonna be in space? Crazy. Oh, don't tell me he's still alive. Motherfucker, what does it take to kill this stupid guy? Oh, it's supposed to be for, yeah. Don't tell me he's still alive. Ah, he is still alive. God, what does it take to kill this stupid fuck?
The chain of events are still unclear at this point in time. What we can confirm is that a little after 7:30, a truck driver was flagged down to render aid. The police were called and quickly arrived on scene. The survivors are part of a film crew, Lonnet Entertainment, the team behind the Architects of Murder docuseries.
Fuck, man.
It
I
seems
like
as though
that show.
they got a little too close to their subject material. And some of them, sadly, did not survive. Thankfully, their ordeal is now at an end.
Holy shit. Remember how my video went viral? How could we forget? You bring it up every chance you get.
Just listen to this. I got enough views to win a competition.
What did you win?
An all-expense paid trip to an island resort for 5.
Now I'm interested.
Yeah, Mr. Dumet says they're gonna send a limo and everything.
Mr. Dumet says they're
This is
gonna
gonna
send.
be so much fun.
Oh, there he is. Look in the window all the way on the left. There's a psycho fucker. Yep, right there, all the way to the left. With a stupid mask. Is it gonna be different? Is it gonna be 2 animatronics or? Three, the same.
What is this? I cannot see with icy hands taking hold of me. Oh, death, none can accept.
I know, right?
Open the doors to heaven and hell. Yes, I have come to get your soul and leave your body and leave it cold. To drop the flesh from on your frame, the earth and worm both have their claim. I said, oh, death, oh, death, won't you spare me over to another eve? I said, oh, death, oh, death, won't you spare me over to another eve? Now death, if this is true,
Ooh,
please
Slavic
give
name.
me time to
Ooh, another
reason
Slavic name.
with you. From time to time you heard and saw, so I'll close your eyes and I'll lock your jaw. I'll lock your jaw so you can't talk. I'll fix your feet so you can't walk. And I'll dim your eyes so you can't
I wonder how we could save the first girl. Erin, I think.
come with me, I said,
Oh, death. Oh, death.
won't you spare
Oh, Slavic
me
name.
over to another
Nikola Visnic. That's a Serbian. And there's another. Nikola Stojicic. Lazar Daminov. Slavic name. Ooh, bunch of Slavic names. Credits.
Now death, please give me time to fix my heart and change my mind. Your heart is fixed, your mind is broad. I'll have your shackles to drag you down. Too late, to all farewell. My dawn is fixed, I'm summoned to hell. As long as God in heaven shall dwell, my poor soul shall burn in hell. I said, oh, death, oh, death, won't you spare me over to another eve? I said, oh, death, oh, death, won't you spare me over to another?
Serbia, Albania, and Herzegovina, Montenegro, Eastern or Southern Macedonia, right? Southern. I know, like there's some. I should, but I know. we need the map that we were talking about. Then I just so need to do that. And there's so many like, you're right. I can just use the map and like. Right? You're so right. Like I wish I had the courage to do that. Well, exactly. Is somebody gonna slap me through the camera? No. Right? For real. For real. And these. Right? Yeah, who cares? Yeah. I already. For some reason, algorithm fucked me, and now I'm getting like 15 views per video instead of 70 views and stuff. Yeah. I missed. Remember those 4 days we were kind of like, and I didn't really. I like missed 3 days of streaming, and after that, it became like really. Oh, he's breathing, right? Usually. А, чё, бабуля? Он, Коля? Мама, чё? Коля хочет. Oh, grandma was trying to. Oh. Не, он просто спит. Сейчас. Он проснется, да? Yeah? Николай. My grandma said, do you want food? Oh, yeah. Alright, guys. Well, that was the semi-good ending, I guess you could say. We got 2 dead. I couldn't save those. I don't even know how the hell to save them. I did everything right, I thought. I guess not. For some reason, Jamie and Erin, I think her name was, died. Erin is just in the beginning. I don't know how to save her. But there is an ending where you can have everybody survive. And I missed it somehow. Even though I pressed all the buttons, I did it. I think I missed something or some other. I don't know. Anyway, subscribe to the channel, please, to support the community. Um, show your love. Hit the bell. Supermassive games. Respect.
Stafford. The forward reconnaissance vessel
Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia.
After successfully
In the Cetus constellation.
marker, we have detached the booster ring and spirits are high as we make our final approach to Tau Ceti F. The ship has suffered a hull impact, but damage is minimal, and our technicians are restoring full functionality.
That's gonna be interesting.
This is Thomas Carter. Something's wrong with Sims. She's trying to kill me. I think...
Our next transmission will be broadcast from orbit around humanity's future home. Stafford out.
Directive 8020, presented by Supermassive Games, the Dark Pictures Season 2 premiere. That's gonna be fun. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna try to tell. Okay, the Man of Medan. Oops. This was alright.
Connie, this is Alex.
Is everybody on board and ready to go? What in God's name is this? Something happened here.
This one was good. The Man of Medan. It was alright, I guess. I mean, it wasn't the best, but it was good. Then we had House of Ashes. Okay, that was the second one.
An ancient horror has awoken from its slumber and is hungry for blood. Your survival depends on the choices you make.
We have to move. Let's go.
I did like this
Will
one
you
too.
find the path to salvation, or be lost in the darkness forever?
House of Ashes. I liked it. I liked it. I would rate it to. This would be my. Yeah. Okay. This is. Wait. The devil. Where's House of Ashes? Little Hope is. Yeah. I'm sorry. Little Hope. That's my favorite. I think. I played it with my ex-girlfriend.
Everything that
here
one
watching,
does or
and
doesn't do in
just had the
one's
right.
life will catch up with one eventually. Don't you think?
It pains me to admit, but he's right. There's nowhere else we can go except into that damn town.
Little Hope sure isn't the town it used to be.
What are you? Rational? Emotional? Do you trust your head or your heart?
Yeah. I think I like Little Hope the most. So far, Little Hope is the best. Then House of Ash then House of Ashes. Then Men of Medan. And sadly, The Devil in Me is my least favorite. Sorry, but it's just I didn't like the setting too much. We're always stuck in that damn motel. I don't know. It wasn't the best. Let's visit the collectibles. All right. We got the next. All right, we got all the pictures. We completed almost everything except these. And what does that lead to? Childhood medical records. Locked. Chicago PD badge. That's locked. Welcome postcard. A letter sent to Hector Monday's father. So I guess this is Hector Monday is the killer. Okay, so secrets and pictures, that's it. Uh, Murder with Morello. I missed the first one. It's locked for some reason.
Oh my god, that's gruesome.
Right? Investigating violent crime is gruesome. It's stressful and it can get to you. Agent Monday started seeking professional help. We have here a transcript from one of the sessions Monday attended with Dr. Isabella Garcia. Michelle, will you grab that piece of paper over there and read it for us?
Sure. Psychological assessment conducted by Dr. Isabella Garcia. Patient name, Monday, Hector. Behavioral observation. Hector arrived at our scheduled appointment 24 minutes late. Once we sat down and began the session, he struggled to maintain eye contact. He found it difficult to articulate his feelings and was terse and guarded throughout. Hector has been working long hours and, as a result, isn't sleeping well. Hector spoke about his recently deceased mother and displayed evidence that he hasn't yet fully come to terms with her death. I strongly recommended a course of antidepressants, but he is resistant to this idea, believing that it would have a detrimental effect on his capability with regards to his current investigation. Hector describes his work in immaculate detail, and contrary to earlier in the session, his thought content is both coherent and logical. He is displaying an unhealthy obsession with his work. But his recent bereavement may be the underlying issue.
So what do we know? Agent Monday is at his lowest point. He's struggling with the case, and he's being guided in his actions by a convicted mass murderer. This one is really going to give our listeners something to remember. It's the fourth and final meeting of Agent Hector Monday and the Beast of Arkansas, Manny Sherman. Hold on to your hats. This one is going to get tasty.
You want to know what it means to be a killer? You ever been to the art museum downtown? They got this painting by a guy, I forget his name, famous painter. He did portraits of slaughtered cows hanging on hooks. You take a normal person to a slaughterhouse, and they will puke their guts out. You make it into a painting, and suddenly it's art. There's no difference between the two. No, not really. Don't look at me like that. You know I'm right. You get it. I know you get it. You got to do something that matters. Make people feel something they've never felt before. Shatter the illusion that any of us are really in control. Think of the most profound thing you've ever done. The most beautiful thing you've ever created. And I promise you, it's nothing compared to watching the life bleed out of someone. To see the fear in their eyes. To feel them pawing at you for release. To hear them pleading, begging. That moment when someone realizes they are at their end. That's when you feel it. That's true art. That's what you have to be. An artist. A sculptor. An architect. I see the gleam in your eye, Agent Monday. You're not fooling me. Ah, look at you now, huh? Am I gonna be your first? Well, come on then, huh? I'm right here. This room is soundproof. You don't even have to wait for a plane to fly overhead. There you are. I see you now. Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. Bare hands can feel good, huh? But the blade makes for such a prettier picture. You've got potential, Agent Monday. If you truly want to be an artist.
So it was...
Monday flipped?
Yeah.
And what was all that stuff about being an artist?
That's how Sherman saw himself.
He was a killer.
Which is why we covered him in episode 117, Michelle. Okay, just listen to this. On June 17, 1998, neighbors reported hearing screams coming from Agent Monday's apartment. I've managed to get hold of the actual audio from the body mic worn by the first responder who answered the call.
Chicago Police! Mr. Monday, this is Chicago Police. Can you open the door, please? Mr. Monday, I'm Officer Stanley with Chicago Police Department. Can you hear me, sir? Agent Monday? Fuck! Oh! Dispatch, this is Officer Stanley. I need assistance at 8 West 50th Street, requesting immediate backup. I'm in Agent Monday's apartment. There's blood everywhere, and a body. I need immediate support. I think...
Plot twist. So Monday was actually investigating his own murders. He was the shoeshine killer.
I bet you didn't see that one coming.
Did they get him?
You're racing ahead now, Michelle. Let's hear the moment Officer Richie Martinez cornered Agent Monday.
All units, this is dispatch. Be on the lookout for a male suspect believed to be the shoe shine killer. Suspect is FBI Special Agent Hector Monday. He may be armed and is highly dangerous.
Dispatch, this is Officer Martinez. I found Monday's car, requesting backup.
Officer Martinez, what's your location?
A warehouse on Park Avenue, Fulton River. Looks abandoned.
Officer Martinez, backup on its way. Hold your position.
Copy that. Shit! He's seen me!
Officer Martinez, hold your position.
Shit! We have a situation. Dispatch, the building's on fire.
Fire department on their way.
He's still in there. You read me? Copy. He's still in there.
Monday got sloppy with his car?
Maybe. Or maybe Monday wanted that police officer to find it.
Well, I don't get it.
He knew the roads were being watched. His car would have been pulled over the moment he left the city. So he needed another way out. Let's hear how Chicago AM reported events in their morning bulletin.
Good morning, Chicago. We begin today with some breaking news. Chicago police today confirmed the body of a man found in a fire at an abandoned warehouse in the Fulton River district to be that of missing FBI agent Hector Monday. Monday has been identified as the shoeshine killer, whose recent killing spree struck fear into the hearts of locals in and around Chicago. A spokesperson for Chicago PD confirmed Monday murdered 4 victims, including yesterday evening police officer Patrick Stanley, a dedicated veteran of 22 years. The fire was brought under control shortly before 5 a.m. this morning. The body recovered at the scene was burnt beyond recognition, but police identified Monday from dental records.
So, that was the end of Special Agent Hector Monday.
Whoa, hold your horses. You think it's so difficult to forge dental records? Monday was a teeth puller, remember? He probably had a collection. And he was a highly motivated FBI field agent.
You think he faked his own death?
I don't know. But this case has one more twist. On February 16th, 2001, there was an incident at the Chicago PD Evidence Management Facility. Michelle, can you grab that report next to you and read it out for our listeners?
At 0600 hours, I, Officer Frank Hooper, discovered that one or multiple individuals had gained unauthorized access to the evidence room at 1612 West State Street. Among the missing items were assets recovered from the apartment of former FBI agent Hector Monday, including books, clothes, notes, surgical tools, and dental equipment. Wait.
Keep reading.
We are currently running with the theory that this was the direct result of souvenir hunters looking for a piece of memorabilia from the case.
Oh, yeah.
End of report.
Interesting, right?
He set the whole thing up?
In that list of stolen items, reportedly, was a piece of paper with a list of names.
Aliases? What are you saying?
I'm not saying anything.
Grantham Dumet.
You think Agent Monday is still at large?
Yeah.
Well, if he is, maybe he can call into the show and let us know.
Our lines are open.
Well, that's all we have time for this podcast. We're taking a short break for a certain anniversary trip next week. But we'll be back after that for more murderous content to delight you all.
Until then, this has been Michelle Morello.
And I've been Joe Morello.
Oh, the
Please
Morellos.
like this podcast and hit the subscribe button, or I'll send Michelle over to brutally kill you all.
Oh, they
I
got
have an
brutally
axe
killed.
at the ready.
This is Joe Morello saying be safe, split up, and keep looking behind you.
Oh,
Good
you
night.
idiots.
Good night.
They fell for it. Damn. They got killed, didn't they? I remember getting a bunch of Morello stuff in the murder mansion. Crazy, crazy. So it was Agent Monday, faked his own death, and was...
My name is Kate Wilder. I've got a master's in criminal psychology. I'm an investigative journalist and hope to make a difference.
Hey, we're here with Jessie Buckley to talk about Supermassive's brand new game in the Dark Pictures Anthology, The Devil in Me. So let's start at the beginning. Tell us a bit about the character that you play.
I play a character called Kate Wilder, who is a presenter who's part of this documentary team who are doing a show about the serial killer H.H. Holmes.
America's first serial killer confessed to 27 murders. The number grew significantly. Nearly 200 lives.
I'm a serial killer documentary watcher. Is that your jam too?
Yeah, I'll watch a serial killer documentary.
Right? It's really relaxing. Like, okay, cool,
Yeah,
I can
it's
chill
kind
out.
of fascinating why we're all addicted to kind of those stories.
We need a plan. Forget his games, traps, all that bullshit. Think about the killers we've covered. There's always a weakness.
I'm not playing detective, I just want to survive.
Playing detective is how we survive.
So what interested you in the role of Kate?
Well, to be honest, I've never played a video game in my life, and I had no idea what the hell the world was.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that was firstly why I kind of was like, oh yeah, that sounds new and
Different.
fun. And yeah, and then I read the
wow.
script and talked to Alita, who's our director, and it just seemed like a really lovely thing to be part of and something new and fun. And I can't believe how they create this world.
And action.
You know, usually I just get a script and it's like 70 to 100 pages long, but there's like 300 pages in one script. It's unbelievable.
So as you kind of mentioned, the game has multiple branching paths, so your character could end up in any number of situations. What's it like to film a scene, multiple times with different endings?
What I've found is like you can only be in whatever strand you're in at that time and figure out the emotion of it at that moment, because then you can offer up something completely different when you go into a different strand. And it's a very immediate experience, which I guess is also what a player will feel when they're doing it as well. So I just kind of try and keep my head in where we are right there at that moment. And if I was trying to think of what was happening in the other strand, it would be a disaster.
It must be really hard, yeah, because you kind of have this mapping, I suppose, in your brain of what the outcomes could be, and then just trying to stay in that moment. It's very interesting stuff. So many things can happen to characters in the Dark Pictures anthologies. How do you make sure that Kate is always Kate, no matter what she's kind of faced with?
Well, I guess before we started, we did a big read-through with everybody, so it was good to kind of get a handle on who she is in the context of the environment she's in, but also the relationships that are in the world as well. It just kind of reveals itself from the script, and I just kind of let her run free and see what
That's so cool,
happens
though.
to her. Yeah, I don't think anybody has continuity in themselves. I don't anyway.
It must be very difficult. Yeah, really difficult. And that's it. I guess it's quite good fun to then go, okay, let's go with this and see where we end up.
Well, I think also Kate lives on the knife edge of she has a genuine obsession and curiosity about serial killers. So there's part of her that's kind of running towards it and part of her that's running away from it, and all of them have come to be curious about H.H. Holmes, but also with that, you're kind of living a real life horror as you're going into this world.
So, come on, Charlie. What do we know about this guy?
And everybody's fantastic, and they're all such distinctive people, and they all somehow genuinely feel like a crew,
Nice, yeah.
You kind of have the kind of riffs.
Charlie is thinking. She looks a lot like a temper tantrum.
And the new fledgling loves, and then the kind of creeping horror of your life. What are you doing with your life?
Sounds very familiar. Yeah, I think I've been there at 3 a.m.
What is all of this?
Okay, so let's talk about the setting that Kate finds herself in. I've heard something about murder castles, and I'd like to know more.
So the production company that Kate works for, Lonnet Entertainment, they get a mysterious call from a stranger who says that he's basically made a replica of H.H. Holmes' murder castle.
Wicked.
And invites them to come and document it because he knows that they're interested in serial killers. And Lonnet Entertainment, which is run by a character called Charlie, is kind of hard up, but only Charlie knows that. And so even though Kate is a bit kind of resistant to go because it just feels like another kind of fuddy-duddy thing, they agree to go to this island as one last kind of hurrah.
It sounds like absolutely nothing awful is going to happen. It sounds like a perfect setup.
I'm going to have a cup of tea.
Delightful. Yeah, lovely island. Very nice.
Look! Years are the wine that fill the cup of time.
So in the game, you've got quite a limited inventory. Which items would you take into the house if you could take anything?
I'd probably take, like, I think, look, all these mad people are just in need of a hug. So I'd probably take a bottle of wine and just be like, mate, let's just sit down, have a glass of wine, talk about what's going on here.
Get Charlie's fags. Come here.
Have
Let's
a
just
fag.
calm
Let's just calm
down.
down. That's my weapon of choice. I'd kill him with kindness.
Well, you could at least start with the wine, and if that doesn't work, you've got the bottle. So I mean, it's
perfect.
You're done. You're done.
And if not, I could just drink it myself and have a lovely time.
Some kind of belt with 3 or 4 of them attached. Off you go. It's all going to be fine. And if it's not fine, you're not going to know about it.
Yeah.
Done. Perfect. Good choice.
Think it's okay if we pour some wine?
God, please do.
So you've mentioned the chase scene with the other girls. Was that fun? That genuinely was fun to be running and scared and all of that?
Yeah, it's always fun. I mean, I think everything's kind of fun. So, thank God it's not something that happens regularly in your real life. So when you get to be part of something where it's super heightened and surprising and otherworldly things can happen, and you've got these 2 excellent kind of birds beside you who are like fighting off the demons, and you're genuinely scared and you're kind of doing it together, it's it's brilliant fun.
Move your ass! Go!
I've been around mocap. I've seen mocap. It fascinates me. What was that like? And more so, what's it going to be like to see your face in a video game?
To wear a mocap is like, I mean, you just feel like you've got a huge nose because you've got this cycling helmet on, but then it has a huge beak at the end where there's a camera. And sometimes when they're putting it on, you can see the other actors already kind of lined up, and it's very close. It's very scary.
No! You're gonna kill me!
But yeah, I think it'll be super interesting. I don't know, maybe I'll look a bit better. They'll doctor me off or something. Kate's just a better version of me. Yeah, it'll be really interesting.
It's going to be very cool. As far as, let's say, traditional acting versus video game acting, what were the differences? Was there a huge kind of difference between the two?
I'd say the main difference is just the speed at which you work when you're making a video game. You still have the same intention, and narratively it's the same kind of experience because you're creating characters together and you're creating a world together, and our wonderful director is like interacting with us as a film director would. And also you're on a stage where there's little square boxes and there isn't a costume, that's something that's added later, and all that's being caught is the emotions on your face.
It must be quite intense when it's just focusing on your face. That must be a real, I don't know, intense experience.
Although, to be honest, the scripts they're really good, and so I don't really try and think about that too much, whatever the situation. I think if I did think about it, it would be an awful disaster.
Yeah, may change the situation entirely.
You just kind of listen to everybody else that's there and get on with it.
We need a plan. Forget his games, traps, all that bullshit. Think about the killers we've covered. There's always a weakness.
You suggesting we invite him to tea and psychoanalyze?
I'm suggesting we use our heads.
We play his games, we'll lose.
It's our best shot.
So, what do we know about this guy?
He's rich, he's a recluse, he's obsessed with H.H. Holmes.
We're going to a property he inherited from a relative. Some of the rooms are full recreations from the murder castle. Dumet has blueprints, documents, artifacts.
Totally sane, I'm sure.
There are various elements we knew we wanted to explore when designing the hotel. From developing areas and set pieces that generated a constant sense of uneasiness and tension, to memorable trap rooms that forced the player into frantic life and death decisions.
I'm so sorry.
We took a lot of inspiration from Holmes' original murder castle, as we wanted to capture the way that Holmes' castle was created to disorientate and confuse his victims.
Welcome to the World's Fair Hotel.
As cunning as Dumet is, not everything in his castle runs like clockwork anymore. His operation has become so vast that he can't maintain everything, and the Lonnet crew have turned up at just the right time to exploit that.
The production design for the hotel needed to reflect the original design, utilising a Victorian-style facade and castle turrets, interiors with ornate mouldings and panelling, being made larger to accommodate the game's intention to be used as a vast labyrinth to create fear and horror. This included the hidden rooms, sliding walls, trapdoors, and secret basements, but with extra central monitor rooms and death rooms, all hidden from the guests, providing multiple layers and multiple levels to explore, unveiling the horror within. Special attention was given to the design of the areas such as the lobby, the bar area, and the dining rooms to provide an authentic, believable Victorian hotel, bringing a feeling of magnitude and foreboding to intimidate the player.
Guys?
Yeah, I didn't like it that much.
The hotel guest rooms were designed to be opulent, yet aged, in keeping in style with furnishings and fittings, yet having additional modern electronic window shutters installed to trap the victims. Secret observation rooms were also built adjoining, with hidden doorways to enter. Corridors were cleverly designed to include mechanical sliding walls hidden within the Victorian framework, used to change the layout of the labyrinth throughout the hotel.
Fuck.
The murder inventions designed within locations included the suffocation and crushing rooms, furnaces, and acid baths. The monitor room was a newly constructed area, deep within the core of the hotel. This room allowed Dumet the full control of the labyrinth and its workings.
In The Devil and Me, we make use of a range of mechanics new to the Dark Pictures series to help convey the unsettling mood and threat of the hotel. With an expanded focus on exploration, the player spends a lot of the time exploring the hotel's labyrinthian corridors, and as each character revisits a shared area, the feel of it changes. Each character has their own unique light source. Erin and Jamie, as the practical sound and lighting techs, have fairly straightforward torches, with Erin's directional microphone providing an additional small light when in use. Mark, the camera operator, has his camera flash, lifting the darkness in short bursts and providing mini jump scares as the player suddenly sees something out of the gloom. Kate lights her way around with her makeup mirror, providing a small amount of light to fumble through the corridors. And then Charlie's sole light source is his own cigarette lighter, casting the hotel in its flickering orange light and barely really lighting anything at all.
Jamie, over here.
Each character experiences these shared areas differently through this, adding to the sense of the familiar hotel rooms changing with each visit.
It's amazing.
The Allen Hotel was originally built in the 1890s. It was converted into a spa later on until it was abandoned and finally chosen by Dumet for his murder playground. Some parts had been restored, like the rooms the characters stay in and the lush lobby and bar areas on the first floor. We work closely with concept art and art direction to create distinct color palettes and ornate assets that made those areas more inviting, while still leaving something unsettling about their imperfections. But elsewhere, we could show the hotel and spa's original treatment rooms and the indoor pool which had fallen into disrepair and other thematically different places. Our second challenge was getting into Dumet's head. We knew that he was supposed to be a very meticulous man. He's the sole architect of this place and proud of his creations. Some rooms are deliberately left in disrepair. We created them with the base layers showing, and we scattered building equipment around to tell the narrative that Dumet still has plans for them. Others he had completely purpose-built. That's where we used a mix of old brick and breeze block materials next to each other to create contrast. And on top of that, there are traps everywhere. Some of the most interesting areas to create were the ones which were supposed to be off limits to hotel guests. We wanted to show the stark contrast of his personal space versus the one he hunts people in. The team went as far to even design Dumet's handwriting, and we used that on boards and documents to show more of his personality. There's storytelling in every small detail.
Lighting in Devil in Me is a bit different from the previous Dark Picture games, since we have more explorations and more playable areas in the game for players to freely explore. We had to slightly adjust the way we used to do lighting by adding some new stuff, such as adding more guide lights in the environment for direction, or add some interactable light fixtures that you can trigger on and off by walking closer or away from them. So there are 4 types of lighting styles in the hotel. The first one is the regular hotel areas where everyone should feel safe and cozy. We try to use more bright, warm color lights with different elegant light fixtures. And the second one is the areas that are either under constructions, used as Dumet's workshop, or places only lit by moonlight or should be pitch black. We used cooler temperature lights or even blue lights for these kind of areas with very low light intensity and very heavy volumetric fog to enhance the claustrophobic vibe and to elevate the tension. So the third one would be the control room where Dumet watches and controls all the activities in the hotel. We want this room to be especially bright, like an industrial warehouse with a cool, eerie mood to separate it from the other rooms. And the last one is all the rooms that are designed to be slaughter stages. Killing is like creating art to Dumet, and he wants all his artworks to be presented epically with audiences, classical music, and beautiful lighting setup. So in these areas, unlike the others that have more neutral color in the lights, we tend to artificially light these areas with either theatrical lighting or use high contrast saturated lighting setup, so that we know something is going to happen.
If we don't do something, both of them will die, Mark.
We wanted to provide players with a truly realistic historical Sonic experience whilst inside the murder castle. We researched multiple properties and buildings built within the same period as the original Chicago murder castle. Authentic door foley and sound effects elements were high on our priority list. We recorded multiple door openings, closings, handles, rattles and squeaks. Throughout pre-production, we'd seen all the variations of emotion characters would be displaying when using the doors, ranging from calmness through to blind panic and incensed rage. All these emotions could be channeled into the performance we recorded. Another element of the soundscape we went into considerable detail recording was floorboard and stair creaks. Virtually every step we took provided us with a distinctive and unique sound. We recorded these creaks in 3 states: running, walking, and walking slow. To further add to this, as the characters climb higher inside Dumet's murder castle, the creaks will become more frequent as you enter unfinished rooms, exposed walkways, and the structural integrity of the hotel becomes more dangerous and unstable.
In terms of the music, we chose various 19th century pieces of classical music and opera to accompany the murder scenes. These would have been the pop music tracks around the time of H.H. Holmes, providing a cognitive link between past and present. Classical music and opera accompanies a lot of the murder scenes, often playing through a gramophone or a tannoy, which is then fed back through our bespoke impulse responses to allow the music to naturally echo throughout the cellars and corridors of the space.
What is this?
We took a similar approach as well with the abstract sound design, including nods to classic horror films with really discordant, unnerving piano impacts and bowed metal interspersed with electromagnetic recordings, synths and ultra-modern distortion to provide that juxtaposition and that link through time between the historical setting and the modern-day story.
Designing the hotel as a play space presented different challenges than previous Dark Pictures games. We've gone from quite open environments in House of Ashes and Little Hope to a more enclosed one with the hotel. The ability to revisit previous environments at different points in the story, with different layouts and different emotional states, meant that we had to collaborate very closely with each other to make sure we designed each area to cater for every requirement. We had to think how a lit corridor would feel if multiple characters roamed around it, versus the same corridor drenched in darkness with just a singular player character. Empty hotels are inherently eerie, and it allowed us to play with the idea of liminal space to try and create a murder castle that felt uncanny. It's something that felt truly unique.
It's me! Get in here! Jamie?
Oh, man.
Thank God.
Aaron, I need to make Aaron survive. Alright. Alright. Is that everything? I already showed the... so I can buy these. Yeah, sure. Diorama. The K diorama is right here. I can buy... oh, Connie the dog. Oh, bad memories there. Honeymooners. Dinner. Damn, these are locked. Crushed. Oh, poor what's her face. Surgery, that's brutal too. Forced. Chopped. That's the cop. What is this? Really? I spent freaking 15 pennies on this. Oh, that's Dumet, but not in the broken. Defeated finally. Oh yeah. I got this one. Defeated finally. Mother. Helper bartender. Manny Sherman. He turned him into a fucking animatronic. And Mother's the final one. Dinner, frenemies, intimate. Oh, look at that one. Too bad Aaron didn't survive. Alright. And we're out of coins. We'll end it on the good one. Here you guys go. There's some action for you. Please subscribe. Please hit the like button. And we're done with the special scenes. We got the defeated ending. We finally we were supposed to kill Dumet, but he fucking still lives. He picked up his stupid mask. So please subscribe to the channel.